Hello and welcome to another live English lesson with me, teacher Zdenek, and one of the members of the Achievers Chamber Discord group, Helen. Hi, Helen. How are you today?
Hi, Zdenek. Hi, everyone. Well, I'm good. Glad to be here.
Good to have you here. You are one of the regular
Thank you.
faces. You're one of the regulars here. Um, also, I
Yeah,
have to
obviously.
also I have to start with a disclaimer. There might be some people watching this for the first time. This is not my real hair. I'm sorry to let you down.
What? I thought it was.
Come on. You didn't. You didn't. This is
Yeah, all right. I knew that.
this is fake hair, everyone. This is fake hair, aka a wig. And why am I wearing this hair today? I hear you asking. Well, I wanted to look like a hippie for this one. Because what is the topic,
And
Helen?
uh, it's not necessarily a hippie thing, but obviously for you it is. I choose the topic cooking without electricity. And I
Mhm.
think, sorry, pun none intended, it's a hot topic with
Okay.
with the situation worldwide,
That is
and
true.
yeah.
That is absolutely true. Okay, so where do we start? My first question for you is why did you choose this topic? But I guess you have just answered this question. Is there anything else to add? Or is it just that?
Uh,
That it is
I
a hot
can add
topic?
a few things. We choose that topic at the last moment. You wanted something light-hearted,
Hmm.
and well, I don't have any cool hobbies like martial arts or scuba diving. The subject I'm interested in are generally well a bit weird, or deep or philosophical or everything but light-hearted. And I wanted something that may look nice on the thumbnail because that's important too.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is that, as you know it, every week for our lessons, I'm recording some kind. Not every week, but I'm recording some kind of recording, yeah, some kind of audio. I'm choosing a different topic each time. We've already recycled the topic of swearing once. And I remembered I've done one about renewable energies and some stuff related to that. And so
Yeah.
I said, why not? It's it's not so deep. It might interest people because it's not such a weird subject. And here we are. Here we go.
Hi, Luke. Good to have you here. Lucas from
Hi,
our
look.
group. I knew you would be the first one to make a comment about my hair. Lucas is a big fan of my wigs. A big fan. Okay. I think the hair is getting into my mouth. Okay, so where do we start, Helen? Where do we start?
Well, you've come up with some nice questions.
Hmm. I've
I
got an
like them.
idea. I've got an idea. Why don't we start from the beginning? All right, that's a terrible joke, I know. All right, I've already asked the first question, so this is the second question, Helen. What different ways of cooking without electricity do you know?
Not that many. Obviously, you can cook with a gas stove. or with a wooden fire. If not, you can make a barbecue. It's a bit related to fire. And you can cook with the sun directly, but maybe we can dive into this a little bit later.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm probably missing some other way of cooking things, but those are the ones that are coming to my mind right now.
Hmm. Yeah, that's all right. I think that's more than I would personally be able to come up with. So good job.
Thank
My
you.
goodness, this is really. I have made my bed. Now I have to lie in it, Helen. Do you know that expression?
Well, you wanted to wear this wig, and now you have to
Yeah,
bear with the inconvenience that are coming with wearing this wig.
exactly. So let's see. By the way, guys, as always, this is an interactive live lesson. I have a student here, and I am making some notes, and there will be a feedback section later on. But I would like this to be interactive, so please feel free to leave comments in the comment section. That's where you normally leave comments, in the comment section. And if these comments are interesting, or if there are any good questions for Helen, I won't hesitate to put them up on screen, and you can be, or you will be able to be a part of this live stream. Okay, let's see if we can find some more fiery questions. Um, Here we go. How about this one, Helen? Have you ever cooked without electricity? I kind of assume you have, because you chose this topic.
Well, you might be surprised that the only way I cooked without electricity was with a gas stove, a very mm, non-exotic way of cooking at all. And I don't think I ever cooked any other ways.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, then. If that's the case, we're gonna move on. But have you never like cooked on an open fire?
Mm, maybe
No.
occasionally, but that would be long time ago.
Yeah, I think I have, but that was like when I back in the day when I was very very young, you know. So yeah. How about you guys? Have you ever cooked on an open fire outdoors? Let us know in the comments. Um, Only sausages on an open fire in nature. Helen, that doesn't
Yeah.
really that doesn't really interest you, does it? Sausages as a
Well,
vegan.
don't worry, it's not the topic. If that's what you have in mind.
No, I was just having a little dig at you. Just a little dig. Yeah. We know each other very well. You're gonna do the same to me soon, I'm sure. You can always poke
I
you
won't
can always
hesitate.
you can always poke fun at me because of my hair.
Or some other stuff. I'll come up with something. Don't worry.
Yeah, but right now it's the hair that is like the easiest target. Let's be honest. It makes me laugh too. Oh, look, he meant onions.
Onions are all right.
On an open fire. How do you even do that? Is that even possible? Can you grill onions? I guess you can. Yeah.
You add some grill and maybe some foil over it or something,
Yeah,
and you can grill pretty much everything, anything.
yes, you're right, including your own fingers, if you are unlucky, or if you are not unlucky, but like unskilled.
I would not recommend it.
I'm not recommending it. I'm saying like it could happen. Just don't leave your fingers there for too long, okay? It's fire. It burns. Everyone, okay? I'm not speaking from my own experience, by the way, but I can imagine it. Okay, let's move on. How about this question, Helen? Why is cooking without electricity good for us?
I don't know if it's good for us, but I guess it can come in handy.
Okay.
And maybe we should or could think a little bit about it. Um, well, in case if someday we want to go camping and we we don't necessarily have access to electricity, or maybe with the situation now, power shortage are most likely to be expected in my country this winter. Nothing for sure, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
All right. Any questions? Any comments? No. All right, then. Let's carry on. Let's pick up where we left off. Why do we even need to heat things up, Helen? Why do we even need to do that? Is it even
Uh,
necessary? Can't we just eat everything cold?
there's a diet called I don't know exactly what it is called. Probably something like crudivorism. If
What?
yeah, and people for their health are eating exclusively raw things, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they are eating everything cold. As long as you are keeping the temperature under 40 degrees,
Hmm.
it's considered to be raw. Um, it's it's more or less the temperature we can, as living beings, endure. And but you don't have to. And some people, for their health, choose to eat only raw things. And they can come up with very sophisticated dishes, and fermented stuff is considered to be raw, even though the food is kind of processed, but
Mm.
in a natural way,
Yeah.
in a way that preserve all the bacteria and enzymes and all the good stuff and nutrients in food. And it is enhancing it even, so it's very interesting.
It is what?
So
Sorry, I didn't get the last thing. It is
interesting.
no. It
It
it enhances.
enhance
What does
in
it
it
enhance?
um, make it better.
Yeah, but what does it enhance? I didn't get the. What was the
The
objective?
nutritive qualities of food.
Get enhanced.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
you have more vitamins and more good bacteria and other stuff.
Well, how about you? Are you a big fan of eating raw stuff then, or do you prefer heating it up? cooking it,
I'm
boiling it?
still addicted to cooking my food. I'm trying to have a more healthy diet lately, but eating everything raw, I'm not prepared for that. Not yet.
So why do we need to eat warm meals? Like, why do we need warm meals?
Biologically, we don't need it, and I think that culturally speaking, we're used to it. Many people cannot even fathom not eating their food,
Hmm.
and so yeah, it's a cultural thing. All the dishes, most of the traditional dishes are dishes that require some kind of heating. So it's more of a habit we have.
Hmm. Yeah, but you say biologically we don't need it, but could it be that it's actually beneficial for our stomach, or like if we eat everything cold, isn't there like something in Chinese medicine, the yin and yang, and one of it is like cold, the other one is hot. Like if the food is sort of heated up, it's good for us, isn't it? Like it's like for our digestion, or is that not? Is that something you don't believe in then, Helen?
It's not about belief. The Indian traditional medicine, and it's called Ayurveda,
Yeah.
and it's I think it means something like good health or the way to good health. If there
I'm
is
no expert.
any Indian people, correct me.
Is it
uh,
okay?
but it's I think it's a very respectable way of looking at health, not what we consider necessarily serious in our Western societies, but
Yeah.
we might benefit from it. And three constitutions, three main Vata, Kapha, and Pitta, and at least one of those three, it's not beneficial for if you have it predominantly in your body. It's
Mm.
not very good for you to eat only cold things. But
Yeah.
once again, when you eat raw, you don't necessarily eat cold.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm no expert. Like we are just guys. We just want to establish this. Uh, I'm not. I'm no
Don't quote me
dietary.
on anything.
I'm not. Yeah. Don't quote me on anything. I'm not a dietary or health expert. I'm an English teacher, and I just like to explore different topics here. And honestly, I don't think I know much about this. So that's
And
why
I wasn't planning to go this deep.
you never do,
But
Helen. You never do. But it just gets out of control sometimes, doesn't it, with you when we talk?
exactly.
But you could also blame me, to be honest with you. I mean, it could be my fault as well.
You
Um,
started the Ayurveda topic
did I? Okay, then. I didn't even know that
with
word
saying that eating cold and in the Indian culture and stuff, it might
Okay,
be
then.
not so good.
Okay, then. If you say
Your
so,
fault.
Helen. Right. This is the next question. If the power suddenly went out for everyone, if we lost power, the whole world, let's say, would people adapt easily? What would it mean for people? Wouldn't it be the end of the world, Helen? What do you think?
I think it would be total chaos. We are
But hmm,
so used that we it's so natural for us to have electricity coming out of the electricity socket,
yeah,
uh,
let's
that
let's just
we have so many. It's not only about cooking, it's about everything. It's every aspect of our lives that depend on electricity some way
yeah.
or another. And it's a very vast topic, and the short answer would be total chaos. And I think we could manage not so badly, but we have to think it over a bit and try to prepare. We don't necessarily have to turn into hippies or cavemen and cave women's. I think we can live decently and reduce a lot of the dependency to electricity.
Sorry, I'm just making notes. If I'm a little bit quiet, guys, it's part of this live show, me making notes. And men cannot multitask, especially men with this hair, okay? Because it's literally everywhere. It's uh it's making my skin itchy. It's getting stuck into my microphone all the time. Like there's this knob here. There's this knob here. And I just have to pull it out sometimes. And yeah, I just don't understand how anyone. I love women. I'm heterosexual, and I really like women with long hair. Okay, I will say it here. I really like women with long hair. I find them very attractive. But honestly, this is so hard. It must be so hard to have this hair. Like you have to look after it all the time, and it's everywhere. I guess I could like put it in a bun, but I don't know. Ponytail. I could make a ponytail out of it. Or
Or
pigtail.
maybe you need another wig with some dreadlocks. It would be
I
less
have it.
messy and easier to manage.
I have
And
it.
why do I even have wigs?
I will answer that question, but first, going back to the wig with dreadlocks, I have it. But because
Oh,
because I found a photo with for my thumbnail with this hair, I realized 1 minute after putting up the thumbnail, after scheduling the live, I realized, hang on a minute, that means I have to have this wig now in the live. So I couldn't go for any other wig. Now, your other question was, why do I even have wigs?
I know the answer. It's for the rhetoric.
You know the answer. Maybe it looks like it's prepared, but sometimes, guys, I'm self-employed. I work for myself. I'm an English teacher. I work online, and I do want to find more students sometimes. So this is fantastic opportunity for me to promote myself.
It wasn't prepared because you came up with this thumbnail just literally 10 minutes before the beginning of the live.
Yeah. That's like because we had a last minute change. We had a last minute change. It was supposed to be a different student, but Helen bailed us out because this student unfortunately couldn't make it. She got stuck in traffic. So that's why you stepped in. Thank you very much for that. And going back to your question, why do I have so many wigs? Well,
you have a course with
I have a course. Yeah, I made a course
based on role plays.
About 1.5 years ago or 1 year ago. I made a course called English through role plays. I think it's a really, really decent course, and it's about role plays. So, in order to prepare you for those role plays, I created several videos. Like each session, each lesson starts with a video that the participants can watch. And when I was making those videos, I wanted to come up with interesting dialogues because that's the best way to present target language. Yeah, I have target language that I teach you in that course as well. And because I thought the most effective way to do dialogues would be if I had two different people, and since I am single and I live by myself and I don't want to annoy my neighbors, and they don't even speak English, most of them anyway. I mean, they speak English. That would be unfair for me to say that, but I'm not sure they would they would want to record videos for a course. Yeah.
So
I was like, okay, how can I solve this problem? Well, the best way to do this would be if I bought a few wigs. And at first I was like, maybe that's a bad idea. They would be expensive. But then I looked online and I found wigs that are not that expensive. So I was like, okay, I'll do that.
Maybe that's because you choose the very inexpensive ones. That's maybe the reason why they are going into your face. Maybe the more expensive ones are better made. Well,
I'm sure 100%, Helen, that that's the case. I'm sure the expensive wigs, they literally go out of your face. You just say
face repellent for wigs or for hairs. That might be an interesting invention.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um.
So yeah,
Anyway,
chaos.
where were we? I think we got off on a, a bit of a tangent.
A little bit, yeah.
If the power suddenly went out for everyone, would people adapt easily? So obviously, this question, I guess we aimed it at cooking without electricity. Yeah. So cooking wise, would people survive this transition or change or what have you? Well, it is stuck in my microphone again. My goodness. Right. It literally gets into this knob here.
So cooking wise, well, we have the possibility to eat raw, but even then, to cook raw, you often rely on devices that use electricity to grind and mix and dehydrate all kind of stuff, and using electricity. So, well, we would have to rely on salads and
On
lemon
what?
juice,
What was the
salads,
first? Salad.
salads.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
I don't think I have much more things to do about this question, on this question. Hopefully you have some more.
I do.
Or
I
have we
do.
talked enough?
Did my homework. Now there are three more questions here. So let me ask you this one. If you had no matches or lighter, would you be able to start a fire?
Well, it depends. I think the easiest way to start a fire when it's sunny is to grab a magnifying glass and something that can catch fire easily.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was
I've
wondering. I was wondering. There are so many wildfires in France lately, especially in Grenoble. Now we know. Now we know.
you think it's I'm responsible for that? Okay,
Do,
thank you so much. I wasn't expecting anything else coming from you.
do you think they will let you record live English lessons from prison?
Why are you even thinking about that?
Okay, Noop.
And I wasn't done, but yeah, there's a comment. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We have to interrupt your speech because this is a brilliant comment. Wow, Zdenek, would love to know the secret to your hair growth. By the way, it's interesting that Noop says would love to know without I. This is possible in English, in informal English. Yeah, sometimes we omit the subject if it's a person, especially if you're talking about yourself, because it's obvious from context that Noop is talking
Mhm.
about himself, that he would like to know. My secret, there's no secret. It's just, it's my natural hair, Noop. Sorry, I'm sorry to have let you down. I know you would like to do the same, but I'm afraid you don't have the genes for it. And I don't mean genes as in an item of clothing. I mean genes as in DNA. It's in my DNA, you know. Sorry.
And if it's not sunny, I've seen some videos. Maybe they are a bit dangerous with a battery. You know the small batteries we very often have at our home. There's a way to
Okay.
produce
You mean
some spark. When you have
yeah?
the electric wires that you create a spark, and from a spark you can create a fire.
That sounds
Uh,
very dangerous, actually, Alan.
Most often you try to avoid that in your electric installation to prevent fire.
I
But
hope you. Mm,
if you really need it, that might be a solution to start a fire. At
mm.
your own risk, don't quote me on that.
I just want to say one thing. I hope there are not some kids watching this, and perhaps you know how kids, they like to try new things out. Yeah. I hope they are not in one of those moods that they would like to follow your advice here.
I've said that it is possible. Technically, I haven't advised anything. Wouldn't
Okay. Let's move on. Okay, let's do this last question here, Helen, and then we'll continue with the feedback. Yeah. So,
yeah.
is cooking without electricity better for the environment?
Mm, Considering that if we cook without gas or electricity, we are not using up those resources. So, in that regard, that might be better for the environment. If you cook with electricity, gas, wood, you're using up wood, and that's not so renewable energy source. Um, if you have to wait 30 or 40 years for a tree to grow, it's a long time. And you always have those green gases or um, emitting yeah, gas. You emit some kind of gases or toxic fumes, or maybe not so toxic, but it's in terms of resources, not using up those resources might be interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and it might be very much needed in the in the near future.
Yep.
And that might be why we should think, at least start to think about it, and we don't have to turn into cavemen and cave women.
Okay.
It's sometimes the argument advanced when we talked about sobriety and not changing our lifestyles, and a lot of people really fear yeah,
To do things
to have to
differently.
give
Yeah.
up all their comfort in life, and they don't
Yeah.
have to.
Nobody wants to give. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was a good point. Nobody wants to give up their comfort. Okay, Helen,
Yeah.
fantastic as always. A lot of it's easy for me to do lives with you because you
Oh,
talk a lot. You have a lot of things to say, which means I can focus on making notes and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's perfect. Thank you very much. And
thank you for the compliment.
now it's time for the feedback section. Then, okay, here we go. Can you guys see it? The date is wrong, Helen. Can you see
Yeah,
it?
better. Mm.
Yep. Do you want me to make it bigger, or is it? You know what?
It's okay. So I
I'm
can
gonna
read it if it's
okay.
okay
I'm gonna.
for
Oh,
the
that's
viewers.
too big. That's too big. How about 20? Let's make it 18. Size 18. Okay. So let's see. How do you pronounce this word? By the way, sometimes when it comes to this, it's not always a mistake. Sometimes I just want to make sure that you know how to pronounce and everybody else knows how this is pronounced. Sometimes it could be inconsistency, which means that maybe several times you pronounce it correctly, but then occasionally you slip. So
Yeah,
I just wanna make that
it
clear that
happens.
it's not always a mistake. So how would you pronounce this word? And um, just
Electricity,
perf-
electricity.
very good. So where's the stress?
Tree, electricity.
That's it. So I'm gonna underline this syllable, electricity. Okay. How about this one? Oh, this is I don't think you mispronounced this. I think it's just an interesting expression. A hot topic. I like this expression. It's a hot topic. So a hot topic is something that everybody talks about. Yeah. So it's a very nice phrase. And you said the subject I am interested in are generally a bit weird. So what's wrong with that?
What's wrong is that I'm French and we don't pronounce the S's at the end of words. So sometimes I forget to put them in English. The subjects.
Okay. Yeah, the subject. Or you could say the subject. I think you meant plural here. Yeah. Okay.
I'm interested in is, but with generally, it doesn't fit. It has to
Yeah,
be
it doesn't
plural.
fit. I think the best way to fix it is, as you say, with using the word subject here. Yeah, because we need to have the subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. See what I did there? The word the subject
Yeah.
is the word subject is literally the subject. Is it the subject? Yeah, it is the subject of this. This is the subject. It is the subject of the sentence. Yeah, it is the subject of this main clause here. Yeah. Anyway, subject. How about this word, Helen? How should it be pronounced?
Light-hearted.
Perfect. So when it comes to compounds are words that are created out of two or more words. They have their own rules when it comes to pronunciation. And generally speaking, the first word from that compound is stressed, except in some other cases, such as this one. When you have an adjective which ends in ed, that is usually stressed. That part is usually stressed. For example, left-handed, right-footed, light-hearted, narrow-minded. Yeah, narrow-minded. Why did I say it twice? No idea. Okay, let's look at this one.
Every week I'm recording some kind of
I'm recording
recording.
some. Yeah, this is what you say. Every
So
week
some
I'm
kind of
recording.
audio. I've corrected myself because it
It
sounds
sounded
so
a bit
weird.
weird. It sounded a bit weird. Yeah. So it's
Some
not
kind of
completely wrong.
audio, some kind of audio file.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Is it necessary to use present continuous here? If you want to say it's a temporary situation, then it's fine. But
I
also you could
record.
just
Yeah, I record.
yeah.
I record.
I'm not saying it's necessarily a mistake, because if you really want to stress the fact that this is a temporary situation happening right now, as opposed to few days ago, a few weeks ago, or something that you know is only temporary, then you could use it like that. But otherwise, I would go for present simple.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, what if you want to use this word recording here? What would be a good
Yeah.
collocation? What would be a good collocation rather than saying to record a recording? How could you replace the first recording, the first word?
Uh-huh.
It's
Can I
one of
have
the
the first letter?
yeah M.
Cannot be making.
Yeah, it can.
Or
To make a
it's
recording, it's the simplest way to say it. To make a recording, right? Make
It
a
sounds so
recording.
basic and so
I think it's correct, isn't it? To
bland.
make a recording.
I haven't said it's not correct.
Yeah. I'm just checking it. I'm sure that's correct.
I haven't said it
You haven't
otherwise.
said it's incorrect. Yeah. I would say it like that. To make a recording. Because to make means like to create, right? So I don't see how this could be wrong. Let us know if anybody disagrees. Make sure you leave a comment and we can talk about it. How about this one?
You can make a barbecue. Is it do a barbecue?
I think it's probably have. You could say
Oh,
do, I suppose. Like do is like very generic, right? Sometimes you
make
might
it
say do.
generic too.
Yeah, I know. But
Um,
make is more about like creating. But in this case, it's more like I think the collocation is have. You can have a barbecue.
I'm wondering if having a barbecue is when someone else is cooking and you're more of a guest, or when you're cooking with this way. Could it be make? I'm wondering. I have
Uh,
absolutely no certainties.
it, it is possible, Helen. I'm not sure about this. I'm just gonna check it online, yeah. But uh, uh, okay. I think it's gonna be more common to say do a barbecue.
Do a barbecue?
Mm,
You said have.
yeah, but I know. But like out of those two, make and
Oh,
do, I would go for do. But there's some people saying in English we use have a barbecue, yeah. So that's what I would go for,
mhm.
to have a barbecue. But like in English as lingua franca, a lot of people will say make a barbecue, right?
That's not lingua franca is not an excuse for being incorrect.
Well, could be.
Prescriptive grammar, that's important too.
Yeah, I think have a barbecue is the best collocation here, but you might get away with this one. So, next, how do you pronounce this?
Uh, gas stove, gas stove, gas stove, gas stove.
Gas stove. So, wait, so I guess this is another. Is it? Do you agree that this is a compound or is it not?
Um,
I think it kind of is, right?
yeah,
Gas stove.
yeah.
Mm.
So
So,
it's the
so,
gas
so,
stove, gas
yeah.
stove.
So the first word is stressed because of the rules I have mentioned before. Another interesting thing is that the first word ends with s, and
Yeah,
the
linking.
following word uh, starts with s. So how do you deal with this when it comes to pronunciation?
Gas stove, gas stove.
Mm. Yeah. So basically, it's not like you say it twice. gas gas stove. It's almost impossible to say that. You sort of glide from one s to another. Gas stove. It's almost like you say it only once, I think you kind of say it once only. Gas stove. Gas
Gas stove.
stove. Stove.
Um, do I have some time to talk about an anecdote, a
Go
short
ahead.
one?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
How I understood this linking thing. Someone talked to me about the TV series Red Wolf,
Oh yeah, I love it.
and for a long, long time, I believed, oh, he said Red Wolf, so the D in dwarf is silent. That was my thinking.
I don't get it. Sorry. What,
The
what?
Red
Yeah.
Wolf. Red finishes with a D, and
Yeah.
dwarf starts with a
Oh yeah.
D.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And instead of understanding that it's linking for a long time, I believed that the word
Well,
dwarf
yeah.
in this word the D was silent.
Oh, you believe that that word is silent when it's pronounced on its own as well. That's what you mean. I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see. Because
If
of
it
that.
can
I
help
see.
some people to
Yeah.
understand better
Yeah.
this linking stuff, that was my
Yeah.
mistake for many years
This
until
one is.
I realized that wolf and
Yeah. I
people
actually.
wasn't understanding what I was saying, and
Hang
for a
on.
good reason.
People what? People
Was were not understanding.
didn't understand is better. Yeah.
Didn't
Okay.
didn't
Okay.
understand.
I actually think this is not linking. I think this is. Oh my god! I've just accidentally closed closed the whole thing. I just clicked the X by accident.
Worse,
I went.
worse things can happen in life.
Oh my god!
No
What is
worries.
happening? What? Why did I do that? Uh, I had one job, literally. Like it's such a small X, and I clicked it. uh anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't think this is actually linking. I think this is assimilation, actually. But
I don't make any difference
yeah, it's an
between
aspect
those
of
two.
connected speech for sure. So can you see it again?
Power shortage.
Yeah. So let's see. I guess it may come in handy. So I like this phrase to come in handy. You were talking about cooking without electricity. So this is a nice idiom. What does it mean if something comes in handy, Helen? Can you tell us?
It can be useful, convenient, and
Yeah,
uh,
that's it. Perfect.
hmm?
Very nice idiom. Yeah. Okay. How do you pronounce this one?
power shortage. Power
Okay.
shortage. Power shortage.
Yeah. So which word is stressed in your opinion?
It's kind of a compound. So the first one, power
Exactly.
shortage.
Especially if you have two nouns. I think these are two nouns. If you have two nouns which make up a compound, then the first word is stressed. So it's power shortage rather than power shortage. It's correct to say power shortage. How do you pronounce the second word again?
Shortage. Shortage.
Shortage. Shortage.
Shortage. Shortage.
Shortage. Power
Shortage.
shortage. Very good.
Power
Mhm.
shortage.
I'm not sure about this. I think isn't it outside the outside the realms of possibility? I'm gonna check this one.
We disagree on that one. I know the Cambridge Dictionary is saying realms, but according to other sources, trying to bust common mistakes in English,
Yeah,
I'm definitely sticking with the version with realm singular, and we disagree on that one.
yeah, but
And
isn't it?
even the Cambridge Dictionary says realms, but on this one particular one, I disagree with the Cambridge
But isn't
Dictionary.
it outside rather than out as well?
Probably this one. Yeah.
Uh,
Or maybe out of,
I would say outside.
outside. Yeah, outside makes more sense.
Yeah, I would go for outside the realm of
Yeah.
possibility or realms of possibility, whatever. Okay. Very nice idiom, by the way, as well.
Thank you for teaching me that one.
Did I teach you it?
It is part of your English with board games course,
Oh,
the first trial course.
how do you remember such things? Like,
Because I loved this idiom so much,
okay,
and I used it while playing code names in the one in the group online. So I know I remember this one perfectly.
okay then. How about this word, Helen? How do you pronounce it?
Necessarily.
Okay, where is the stress?
Um, this- um, um,
Yeah,
necessarily.
you're pronouncing it correctly. So it's here.
S,
Yeah.
mm,
Sir,
so
necessarily, not
mm,
necessarily, necessarily, necessarily.
necessarily.
That's it.
Necessarily.
Now, how about this one? Uh, the whole sentence. How do you pronounce the whole sentence?
It's considered to be raw.
So two problems. First of all, this word. Where's the stress?
Considered.
hmm
It's considered to be
Why
raw.
is the stress here and not there?
How would I know?
Because, well, there's
Maybe it's a verb and can be a noun, and there's the moving
okay.
stress, something like that.
No, there's a schwa sound at the beginning. So
Oh,
considered,
considered,
schwa is never
considered.
stressed. Considered to be, and then there is this word, and you were a little
Row,
bit inconsistent about the pronouncing it.
ra,
It's not
row.
row, not row. Row is something else, right? Row. i-
Yeah. But I'm struggling with those sounds. You know
I
that.
know, but remember, like when there's aw in English, it's pronounced as o. You know, like saw, paw, draw,
Draw.
raw, law. Yeah. So just
It's a bit of a nightmare. Yeah.
I know it's a long o because otherwise you are saying this word row. Yeah, row. By the way, there is another word which is spelled like this, and it's pronounced row. So to have a row, like when you're arguing with someone, yeah. If you when you're arguing with someone, you can have a row with someone, but then
Oh,
row
the
is,
pronunciation is different.
I
Okay.
think so, yeah,
I knew the
yeah.
meaning, but I would have missed the pronunciation as always.
Okay, how about this?
Missed. Um, sophis- sophisticated dishes. Sophisticated dishes.
Where's the stress?
Sophi- Sophisticated dishes.
Oh no.
No.
Sophist.
Sophisticated.
Okay, I'm gonna check it because you are making me paranoid. But I think it's the second. Yeah, sophisticated. So
Sophisticated.
if
Sophisticated dishes.
basically, if you can identify a schwa sound at the beginning again, then it's gonna be the next one
Oh.
after that. Yeah, sophisticated.
And how the heck would I know where there's a schwa or not?
Good question. Again, we have got two D's here or two D sounds.
Sophisticated
So
ish.
it kind of sounds like
Oh,
one D only. Yeah?
sophisticated.
It's like as assimilation again. So it's not as if you say sophisticated dishes. You say
Sophisticated
sophisticated
dishes.
dishes. So it just sounds like one D only because you have like two same sounds. Yeah,
And how do you
sophisticated
pronounce
dishes. Sophisticated dishes. Sophisticated dishes. Sophisticated dishes. So it sounds like one D only. I think this one kind of
I'm still hearing two Ds, or maybe it's what I'm reading
sophisticated
that.
dishes. Sophisticated dishes. Maybe it's two, but it kind of glides. It glides into like it's hard to explain this. It's like you don't make a pause there, if that makes any sense.
Sophisticated dishes.
Yeah. It kind of glides into the second one. Sophisticated dishes.
I can agree with the sliding thing, but I hear clearly two Ds.
Sophisticated dishes. Sophisticated dishes. I think you have to say two, but
Yeah.
it's not like you make a pause there or anything. You
Mhm.
sort of because it's assimilation because it's either similar or the same sound. It's a alveolar sound. You make these sounds on your alveolar ridge.
Mhm.
Down here. So sophisticated dishes.
Sophisticated dishes.
Yeah. Okay, how about this?
Fermented stuff. Fermented
Uh,
stuff.
I'm gonna check this one because I'm not 100% sure this time. Fermented, yeah, fermented. Fermented stuff. So which syllable is stressed?
Fermented
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Okay, very good. Many people cannot even fathom eating raw things. So this is a nice word. What does it mean though? Fathom.
It's in between to imagine or consider or
Yeah, I would say
estimate.
imagine is the closest. Yeah, many people cannot like
In this
imagine.
meaning, in this sentence, imagine. Yeah, it
Imagine
works
works.
well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then he said, "We might believe it from it." I didn't understand what you meant here. We might, we might
What was
believe
the
it.
context again?
I have no idea. We can just delete it and forget about this one because I have no idea what you were saying.
All right.
Let's just delete it. It's a very buzz topic. So what does it mean, a buzz topic?
In which context have I used that?
I have no idea again.
Uh, if I really have used this word, is a topic that people talk a lot about, or is it something I
Yeah.
mispronounced and you
To be,
considered it was buzz
to be
topic?
to be honest, I don't use it in this collocation, a buzz topic, but I would say something
I'm
like a
not sure.
buzzword. Definitely a buzzword. It's a buzzword. Like if there is like a trending word that people started using a lot these days, I don't know what could it be.
Maybe it's just incorrect.
Sorry,
Maybe I've just used an incorrect collocation.
collocation. It's possible, but again, like it's one of those that people will understand because we use the expression a buzzword. Yeah, so I don't see it as a massive issue here. It's just
You
a
say
little bit
so?
questionable if it's used as a collocation, but a buzzword is just a word that is trending, yeah, that everybody uses these days. Don't know, don't know what it could be. Like to give you an example, okay, I'm just gonna Google current buzzwords, see what comes up in Google search. What are the top buzzwords of 2021 and 2022? Let's see. Metaverse, of course. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure COVID-19 will be one of those words. Or COVID. There are some words which I have never heard before actually, like altcoin, alternative coins. I think it's something to do with the cryptocurrency or something. But
Probably.
yeah, there might be some words that I don't even know exist actually. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Where were we? Yeah, we don't necessarily have to turn into cavemen's and cave women's. So what's wrong with that?
Um, I do have a problem with S's,
Yeah,
but this time I have to take them out. Cavemen and cavewomen.
that's it. How do you pronounce this word?
Decently,
Where's the stress?
decently. Second, decently,
No, no,
decently,
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 decently. Yeah,
decently.
yeah. You chose very inexpensive ones.
I think I've corrected myself on the go.
Okay.
You choose,
Well, what's the past tense?
choose, chose, 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 choose,
Chose,
chose, chosen,
chose,
chose.
chose. Okay. How about this word?
Grill.
Yes. So I don't know if I have ever talked about this before, but there are actually in English there are actually two versions of L, the L sound. The
The
soft,
dark L and the
yeah,
other one.
soft, not soft. What's weak L? No. Okay, hang on. Let me Google this. Dark L, and the other one is
The
uh
regular L.
oh, there's another word for it. Light L.
Okay, all
Dark
right.
L and so I believe at the end of words it's the dark L when you have, so it's like it's like
Grill.
lake. If you say lake, it's kind of at the front. Lake. But
Grill. Grill.
darl, it's, I think your tongue touches inside your mouth further down rather than when you start with
Grill.
that sound. Grill,
Is it okay this
grill,
way? Grill.
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 Not grill, but grill.
Grill.
Yeah, it's a bit further down. Yeah. Okay, good. I don't think I have much more things to do on these questions. That's a really weird sentence, Helen.
Probably. I don't think I have um, many more things to say on that question.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Let's not dwell on it. How do you pronounce this one? Actually,
Um,
actually, sorry, this is a grammatical mistake. Grammatical
that
mistake.
might be, what's wrong with it? That might be a solution to start a fire.
Yeah.
A mean. That might be a mean to start a fire.
Be careful, not mean. You need to say means if you mean means.
Yeah,
It's
a means
singular
to.
is means, but
Mm,
no, that's not the issue. Like you can use the word solution, which could be a double meaning as well.
that
Some
might be.
yeah, but
So,
after preposition,
oh,
what do you mean?
um,
This is a preposition.
to,
This word too.
to
It,
starting a fire.
yeah, because it's not part of infinitive here. Yeah, like sometimes you have infinitive, right? I want
Uh-huh.
to I want to start a fire. Like to is infinitive, and then it's you need the verb in the base form. But if it's a
Yeah.
preposition, this is a preposition. We need the verb in the ing form instead, right? It's a solution to starting a fire. Okay,
They're not always easy to
distinguish.
identify, to spot.
I, I I agree. I don't know what's harder, Helen. If it's harder to start a fire or find the difference between a preposition or infinite or particle too. Anyway,
Start a fire is way too easy.
okay. It's way. Oh wait, okay. It's way easier if you are comparing the two. Okay. How
Yeah.
about this one?
At your own risks.
No, that's not wrong. This is fine. Oh, sorry, Helen. Actually, this is not supposed to be a mistake.
Risk?
This is just I just like this language you used.
Oh.
This is not supposed to be a mistake. At your own risk means what does it mean if something is at your own risk?
Um, if you do something and something goes wrong,
Yeah,
you're the only one responsible for that. You cannot
very good.
take.
Yep. You cannot blame anyone else. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then you add it, don't quote me on that. What's that?
Um, that I'm not sure that what I've said is correct, and
Perfect.
don't repeat the information and saying that it's true because Helen said that, and might say no, I've checked it.
Exactly.
It is wrong. Oh,
Exactly. Exactly. Very good. Very nice explanation. How do you pronounce this word?
wood,
Yeah, now you have pronounced it correctly. When you have
long o.
yeah, a short u.
Oh.
Well, you pronounced it correctly, but then you explained it wrongly.
I'll never get this right.
Don't worry. In English, when you have double O, sometimes it's pronounced as long U, sometimes it's pronounced as short U, sometimes it's pronounced as A
Yeah,
as well.
to make things easier. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So would is like look, could, no, could actually is not double O. Would is like look or book. Yeah.
Yeah,
Would, not would. Would.
wood.
Okay. Foot. Similar one is foot.
Um,
Hang on. You know what? I'm actually. Is this right? I'm gonna check. Yes. For 1 second, I thought I was wrong. It is right. Yes. Okay. How about this one?
uh, I would say it's not a so renewable energy source, but the grammar would be questionable.
Yeah. The problem is
Uh,
this. So the problem is this. So here.
um, a so much renewable energy source. I agree. The sentence sounds a bit weird.
It is a bit weird. First of all, like you need an article here. You need Yeah, that's one problem.
Yeah, I've corrected myself on that.
Yeah, and then
So
maybe you want.
so much
Now the
renewable
problem is like
energy.
if you have an adjective by itself, then you can use so. Like it's so it's so good, it's so big, it's so wonderful. But if there is a noun, normally we would use such, right? But I don't know if here it fits.
But
I don't think it fits here.
I don't know if it fits the
Yeah,
meaning I wanted to convey.
I don't think. Yeah, this is a bit weird. It's not so renewable energy. It just doesn't sound right.
So we've stated we need um, but
This,
it's
I
the
would
grammar
add
is
something
borderline.
else.
I agree.
I would add something else there. Like I think you need another adjective. Yeah, I would say something like it's not such a good renewable energy source.
Yeah,
I
that
think
sounds
I think
correct.
I think there is another adjective missing. I think you need another adjective. I think the problem is that because renewable energy is a compound, and it's not really like there is an adjective there like renewable, but the whole thing functions as one item of vocabulary, like renewable energy. And I think you need something before that to describe it. So it's not such a good renewable source. That's, in my opinion, the problem here. Yeah, or it's not an ideal renewable energy source or something like that. Maybe even this word energy is redundant here. Could you just say renewable source? Such a good renewable source.
Mm,
No.
no.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay. No, sorry. Yeah, I'm overthinking it in this case. Okay, yeah,
At least
keep
for
it there.
once, it's not me overthinking
I
things.
I overthink things on a daily basis more often than not. Let's let's deal with this. Today is a bit longer than it should be. I don't know what's happening. I guess I made too many questions. All right. How do you pronounce this?
Um, green gases,
Yeah. How do you pronounce this final es?
gases,
Gases or gases? Which one is it?
gases, gases,
Is or is?
um, gas,
Gases.
gases,
Gases.
gases,
Is, yeah. Gases. Green gases.
green gases.
Gases. I think in this case, is the stress on gases in this case because green is an adjective. Green gases. I would go for gases stressed in this case. How about the last one? How do you pronounce it?
Comfort, comfort,
Comfort. Which
comfort.
syllable is stressed? Comfort,
C-
yeah.
uh,
Which,
is it a
which
schwa at the beginning?
no, it's not. If it were schwa,
Yeah.
it would be comfort or something. Comfort. So it's
Oh,
comfort.
don't confuse me, please. Comfort.
No, I will try to give you an example when it would be a schwa, yeah? Computer. See? Computer.
Computer. Comfort.
No, comfort.
Comfort. Comfort.
In this case, there is no schwa. It's just a. It's a a. It's
Comfort.
an a.
So,
It's the a sound.
so it's the
Where
first one stressed. Comfort.
exactly. That's why,
Mm,
because it's not schwa. Whereas here
all
you
right.
have computer, so the pew is stressed. Whew. It's done and dusted, Helen. Today it took a bit longer. I hope you guys didn't mind. I hope it was useful for you and funny, hopefully. My hair is it's great, but honestly, I can't wait to take it off. Yeah. Um, Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and leaving comments. If you like this live lesson, please give this video a like. I can't stress enough how important it is for this channel. This is a small YouTube channel. It is not monetized. I don't make money. I just like to use it as a platform to help my students. So hopefully some people can give something back by leaving a like. If there are a lot of likes, maybe one day it will be monetized, and then I can't use this. I can't use this anymore. I can't say this anymore.
But it's nice to have your videos seen by a lot of people, as many as possible, and being discovered,
Yeah,
and you have interesting stuff, and it's a shame
absolutely,
it stays so
absolutely.
limited. So
Especially when you are on. That sounded like sarcasm, but it wasn't meant to be. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, and Take care, everyone.
Thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Helen. Bye.
Bye.